Alright, hi guys, so today is the 6th of January 2020, the new year. Happy New Year everybody. It's Monday today, so it's gonna be it is the first day of trading. So what we're gonna have a look at, I'm gonna have a quick look at the NST, which I had a look earlier. So it's Northern Star Resources, a mining company. Which I had a look earlier, and I have a video on it on my YouTube channel. You can have a look at it. So you can see I drew this beforehand in the last video. It seemed to have played out, but it didn't play out exactly how I was saying. But nevertheless, but first of all, let's zoom out a little bit here. So we can see here a very bullish chart, right? A very bullish chart. It had top out here at all-time high. At all-time high at 1406, and now it has came down, consolidated to this 21 EMA, which is the purple line, 21 EMA, week monthly, and it's now bouncing back up. So the most likely scenario that we can see is that we're gonna set a high lower than $14. So it's just probability dictates that this is going to happen. The other thing that we can see is that right now we have bounced, and we bounced pretty hard over the last 2 months. Last month we had the reversal hammer here with a long wick, and now we're bouncing, and in the new month we're still bouncing. And it was a Mariposa candle last time. So, and now we are at this golden pocket 0615. So this is the golden ratio sort of thing, and maybe it is time to take some off for safety. Let's say you're in the position. Everyone's plan is different, but this is an area of resistance that we're coming up to now. And the likelihood that we're likely to top out somewhere and form an equilibrium. So we went up here. The likelihood is something like this is going to happen, and we're gonna set up an equilibrium, and we're gonna just get tighter within this range that we've set up. So you can try to watch for this to happen, that we will start setting lower highs and higher lows and get tighter. Of course, anything can happen, and we can of course break out. Let's say there is some news that comes out for this Northern Star. I don't know, they found they find pot of gold or whatever. I don't know what they're mining, but they discover something, then the price will go up. Or the other way around, there could be some bad news, some corruption scandal or whatever, and the price can break down. So, but the technical analysis currently says that we're likely to form equilibrium. The range is very high. It's 60%, from bottom to top. So it's huge, and you can play inside this range. At the moment, I'm expecting it to top out fairly soon. It can happen anywhere between now and 1406. It's pretty unlikely that we're gonna break it. So yeah, we're very extended on the weekly. Our high low on the weekly is all the way at 950. So we can consolidate anywhere above 950, and we'll still set a higher low. So that's great, and we're still uptrending. So we're uptrending on every single trend, on every single timeline. We've set a higher low on the monthly. We are setting higher lows on the weekly, and also on the daily. We are obviously uptrending. We are very extended, with the RSI being 77. Well, it did get over 70 in few other times here. So, but yeah, it's extended, and usually, you can at least expect a pullback similar to something like over here in this area, which was a pullback of, it wasn't that large, it was 5% or so, but yeah, so we can expect at least a higher low. So you can see that the daily higher low is at 11.14, so anyway above 11.14 is going to be a high low, so there's going to be a lot of it's 8% to work with. So likelihood scenario is we're going to set pullback and set a higher low, and from there onwards we can make more decision as more information comes in every day. Other thing is that it's coming up to this resistance area here. You can see there was some action around here. There was a top here, there was a top here, there was a top here, and even over here as well there was a little bit of resistance. So once again it's at 0.618 golden pocket from the bottom to top to bottom, sorry. And so I wouldn't be buying here, it's way too extended, but depends on your game plan. So once again, let's have a look. Last time in the video I was talking about, I think we were at about this point here when I made the video last time. So December, about 10 December. So, and I was drawing up this inverse head and shoulder reversal pattern, and I was saying that once we break this resistance at 10.18, we're gonna shoot up, basically reverse the pattern, and we're gonna be bullish. So it's not exactly happened how I was saying, because I was expecting a pullback from here, and our pullback came in, but it was very little, and then we actually broke the resistance. So we didn't have enough pullback for the right shoulder, and then we broke the resistance, and then the price dumped. So my thinking here is basically the market makers probably faked all the people out. Whoever bought on the break of this resistance, and then they dumped the price you can see it's on a low volume, and then on normal volume, let's say it's on average volume, just a little bit above average, and then you can see the bulls came in and just bought everything up. They bought everything up. So the market is always trying to trick you. So here's one trick that they've done. They broke the resistance, then they pulled back massively, and they actually broke the support, which was also a key level here. They broke the support and then they pumped the price. So it's very, very tricky here. So yeah, in summary, I'm thinking we're gonna top out somewhere very soon, and then the best way would be probably to buy on the dip, on the next dip, maybe somewhere around weekly 21 EMA, or even between 13 and 21 monthly EMAs would be even better if you can load up, and that will probably line up with my projection of high low somewhere here. So that's NST. Let's have a quick look at the SBM as well. So SBM here is trying to bottom out. We're looking at it on the monthly chart. You can see the RSI has set a higher low over here, so that's also looking good, while it did set a bit of a lower low on the price action, so it's got a bullish divergence here, and now it wants to go up and retest this monthly EMAs once again, I would think. So let's have a look at more information. You can see it's at the high volume by price point here as well, so it might even stay around this area for a little bit. Let's have a look on the weekly. So on the weekly we got the RSI setting higher lows. It's going up, so that's good. Right now it's got up to our weekly 21 EMA, and it's making, well, it's Monday today, so that's the new candle form. So it's having a little bit of a pullback on Monday today, but it's looking good, you know. The if we yeah, so I had a bunch of stuff drawn before, and on the daily, let's just have a look on the daily. So on the daily we had this falling wedge drawn up, and once again it didn't play out exactly to the way that it's supposed to play out to make it like a perfect break. Once again, the market makers, you know, they like to fake you out. So we had this resistance here. They broke the resistance, and then it was a fake out. They faked everyone out. They dumped the price, but they didn't break the support here, which is not as bad as in the other fake out. So, and then they pumped the price here. So what I've done before is I have this targeted move. The targeted move is up to 296 or so. And we're almost there, right? We're almost there. We reached 280, 286 here. So, and the reason we're stopping by here is that there's a resistance here at 288 as well. And if we look at it on the weekly, yeah, it's a weekly resistance. It's a weekly high, lower high, and if we do break it, it's gonna be a significant break. Let's say it's gonna be very significant, because at the same time as breaking above the 288, it's gonna break above the 21 EMA as well. And then we're also having this trend line. It's not. It's only got two touches, right? So it's not, by definition, it's not a trend line yet. But nevertheless, it has a high chance of meeting some resistance here, especially because we're a little bit extended here. You know, we broke through this wedge. Our measured move for the wedge is 295, which is pretty much at this trend line. So I expected at least a pullback, you know. So we're uptrending on the daily. We had higher low, higher high, higher low here, and see that's we broke this resistance. We turned it into support. We came back to retest it, and then we went up. This happens quite often in the price action, I guess. So, you know, if to be safe, it depends. Like, you know, if you're already in this trade, it depends what the plan is, right? The plan is, do you want to take the profit? Do you want to hope that it's going to break through all these resistances? It's already broke through here. It broke through this resistance. It retested it. On the daily, it's coming to being too close to overbought territory. So for safety reasons, I would take some off, of course, if I'm in the profit. But it all depends where you got in and what your plan is. You know, every single trade plan is unique to each person, so it all depends on many factors. So yeah, the resistance is coming up, and to be safe, at least take some partial profit. You know, it's never a bad idea to take some, at least to take profit. You know, if we do break through all these resistances, including, you know, this downtrend line here, including the weekly, you can also, it's always going to consolidate because you haven't set a weekly high or low really, and you've gone up 15-16%, so it's gonna need a weekly high or low and then push back up. If it's still bullish, you know, it can always meet the resistance here and then break down as well. So you got to be careful. You got to consider all possibilities. So that's pretty much all I'm seeing. You know, extended. I would definitely not buy here, but yeah, it's a little bit extended for my liking. All right, so that's it, I think. Let's pause it right there.